All right, just about ready for baseball. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease.
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. One up, one down. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
That missed by a lot. The count now 2-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Petco Park. And our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. He'll elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Outside low, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
3-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Luis Arraez stands in. Clips the corner, and the count is 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead of the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Smoked on the ground a second. Horner over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Padres go down quietly. Scoreless after 1. Back here in San Diego, and now the first baseman, Michael Busch.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Next
Nope,
pitch is
that's a ball.
downstairs. And a ground ball to first. Sheets tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One up, one down.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Swanson digs in. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
2-1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Pitch misses there. 3-2 now.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
So a man at first. So here's Horner now. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second, and great jump.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. Not close with that one, and a count 2-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Next pitch is outside. Miguel Amaya in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand back.
Gavin Sheets.
Hit in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong moves after it. 1 away.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Xander.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. Off the mark there. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
And misses inside. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that... Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Bogaerts into second.
He was all over that one. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Stepping in for San Diego, Jose Iglesias. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong makes a nice running catch.
That's just a really nice catch
Batting
on the
seven,
run right
the left
there. He
fielder,
saved extra
Jason
bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend,
Hayward.
he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Jason Hayward.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That one not close. 3-2 now. Tyler Wade in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So one hit is all they get. We played two full. We're tied 0-0. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now it's Miguel Amaya. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Slides, but he can't come up with it.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Amaya aboard here at first with nobody out. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder Ian Happ. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Top of the third, no score. Squirts away a little bit. Two now. Half lays off.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Man at first, one away. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here comes a 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Missed with a changeup. 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a pop-up. Machado. He's got it, and that is that. One left for the Cubs. Still no score. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Tyler Wade.
The center fielder, Tyler Wade.
Inside, almost got him. That one fouled off. 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 2-2. Struck him out looking. Martin Maldonado up to hit. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the catch for the out. Out number 2.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Tatis waits. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
That one outside, and the count's full. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
The designated hitter, number 4, Luis.
That ball was blasted, Boog, and as broadcasters, we can go weeks without seeing a ball hit 115 miles per hour, which is what StatCast tells us there. Man, he really got the bat through the zone and did not get cheated.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely smoked. Tyon with the move to first. Tatis dives back in. Now here is Luis Arias. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Man on second, 2 down. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ground ball right side. Horner tosses to first, and that is the inning. Padres leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at Petco Park. Start of the 4th. Now it's the DH, Justin Turner. There's a strike. Outside low, ball 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Now here is Michael Bush. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Dansby Swanson stands in. 2 outs, base is empty.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Line drive. Come on. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And we are still scoreless. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the third baseman, Manny Machado.
Third baseman, Manny.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
Here's Machado with his swing. That one well hit. Deep left field. Caught just shy of the wall.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. Check swing went around, and it's 1 and 2.
Ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped up. Shaw. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. 2 outs. That one out to right. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And he's into third with a 2-out triple.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Got him swinging.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in San Diego, Nico Hoerner will come up to him.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
See ya. strikes him out for the second time today.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Ball 2.
And a foul ball. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whip number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And the batter now, Miguel Amaya. And that one missing low. High fly ball out to left field. Hayward makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Halfway through this one, still no score. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So digging in now for San Diego, Jason Hayward.
Hayward.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Tucker makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The center fielder, number 14, Tyler.
Now batting Tyler Wade. Next offering misses down and away. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
3-2.
That one ripped. The one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
1 out, runner at second. Now it's going to be Martin Maldonado. That clips the zone. 1 and 2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting the right
So
fielder.
the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the
1
zone.
ball, 2 strikes.
Here comes the pitch. Line to left. Base hit. Fires to the plate. The tag, and he's safe. And it's 1-0.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So 2 down. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Safe in second with a stolen base. That misses the zone. 2-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Eli Morgan up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Roberts getting cranked up as well. Tatis at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Matt Shaw. That misses. 2-1. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Strike 3, got him swinging. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Ian Happ up to hit. And the next pitch is way outside. Fought off foul. Look out. That fastball drilled him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Dylan Cease will depart. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back.
Now pitching for the
So they bring on the veteran, Kyle Hart.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Wade under it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Justin Turner.
The designated hitter, Justin Turner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. This one in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. 2 outs. Inside, just missed.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Michael Busch in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that's a strike.
You got a full count.
This to third, handled by Machado. Rolls across the diamond, out number 3. So a job well done from the Friar bullpen that time. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Padres 1 and the Cubs nothing.
Pitching for the
Back
Cubs.
now for the bottom of the 6th, and
Number
there's a new
33.
pitcher on the mound, Eli Morgan.
Pretty tight game, so
Morgan.
they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run
Leading up
game,
for the
stepping
Padres,
in for San
the
Diego,
third baseman,
Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
Well struck left field. Happ ranging back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a
Next for the
no-doubter.
Padres,
I think the wind was
the first
holding
baseman,
that in this
Gavin.
ballpark.
Now at the plate,
Sheets.
Gavin Sheets. One down, base is empty.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Movement in the bullpen. Caleb Thielbar getting ready to go. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be
The
mad at
batter,
yourself
number
after an
2,
at-bat like that one.
Shortstop, Xander
And here is Xander
Bogaerts.
Bogaerts.
Nope. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose.
Here's the second baseman,
Iglesias.
Jose Iglesias. Up the middle, makes the play, and it's out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Padres 1 and the Cubs nothing.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Padres.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound,
40.
Jason Adam.
Well,
Jason
the best relievers
Adam.
love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And here's the
Leading off
first
the Cubs,
baseman,
the
Michael
first baseman,
Busch.
Michael Busch.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a count 1-2. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done
bat.
when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your
Dansby.
own individual stats.
Watson.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it gets by him. Still manages a throw. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
Here's Nico Horner.
2-1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Late swing, fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Back to the mound. It hit him. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him in his non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think he should be able to shake this one off. But, man, that can't feel good. He's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Inside, 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Just missed. Miguel Amaya in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Way out front for strike 2.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
He fouls it off. Will do it again. Go-ahead run at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Big RBI for him right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Jason Adam out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
so the Padres with a new arm on the mound. Jeremiah Estrada
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Miguel Amaya will hit next. Estrada checks the runner, and he's back in on a dive. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw. Save. Chris, there aren't many players faster than him, and StatCast demonstrates that for us right here.
Yeah, it breaks down the data for us on a close play, and that top speed is about as fast as we've ever seen, Boog, and clearly it was the difference maker on that play.
Man at second. That misses the zone. 3-1 now. Estrada, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. On the ground to third. Machado throws to first in time. 2 away.
The third baseman, number 6, Matt Shaw.
Now the third baseman, Matt Shaw.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. He's trying for third. Throw to third. And that will end the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Nate Pearson. He's been so good against lefties.
Number 56, Nate Pearson.
Here's the left fielder,
For
Jason
the
Hayward.
Padres, the left fielder, Jason Hayward.
That one is absolutely belted. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Can't get there. It's into the gap. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Next for the Padres, Tyler Wade. With the tying run at second, here the bottom of the 7th. That's to third, Shaw. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Maldonado.
Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Martin Maldonado. Hayward, the runner at second with one away. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. So the tying run at second, and fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And Tatis able to stay alive. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Caught him looking for the K.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw.
Shaw.
And that one fouled off. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
So up next, Ian Happ. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the outside edge. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Goes down looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Kyle Tucker. Right down to shoot, and the count 1-2.
Yeah, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Sets him down on strikes. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Now pitching for
so they turn to the lefty in this spot, Caleb Thielbar.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, 1-run game. Now the DH for the Padres, Luis Arias. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Manny Machado in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 3-2, and a swing and a miss. The hat trick. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Here's Machado. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit, and that puts the tying run on base.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Caleb Thielbar won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Ryan Presley.
Number 55, Ryan Presley.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Pinch running here, number 39.
Oscar.
Runner at first with 2 away. Xander Bogaerts digs in now. Next offering upstairs.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
And ball 4 to avoid.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there.
Now
Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Iglesias.
Now it's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Wandy Peralta. This
Now
southpaw's
pitching
been
for the
really
Padres,
good against left-handed hitters.
number 58.
Connor Joe getting loose there.
Wandy.
He's now in the game at first.
Peralta.
And it'll bring up Justin
Leading
Turner.
off for the Cubs, the designated hitter, Justin Turner. Now playing first base, number 24, Connor Joe.
That one pushed foul. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tatis drifts towards it, makes the grab for the second out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't
Up
quite
next for
barrel
the
it up
Cubs,
enough to really
the
drive it.
shortstop, Dansby
And here comes
Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
That's towards center. Wade gets under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, due up in inning number 9. It's the Cubs 2 and the Padres 1. Back here at Petco
Leading up
Park,
for the
now the left
Padres,
fielder,
the
Jason
left
Hayward.
fielder, Jason Hayward.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
That's down and in. One-run game, bottom 9. Got him! And one away.
Now batting, center fielder.
So digging in
Tyler
now for San Diego, Tyler Wade. That one is upstairs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Martin Maldonado, the next up for the Padres. Presley checks over to first, and he's back.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
On the ground to the left, Shaw tosses across to first. Awesome play there.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Last chance for the Padres, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
So the tying run at second, and that's fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
3-2.
In the dirt, well done behind the dish. The Padres down to their final strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Got him, and that's the ball game.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
And your final score here today, 2-1. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.